C-130 Hercules, the workhorse that fought in every American war. Few aircraft in history have carried as many burdens, flown as many missions, or survived as many wars as the C-130 Hercules. Designed during the tense years of the Cold War, it became more than just a transport plane. It was an aircraft that delivered men and machines into battle, carried the wounded to safety, and performed missions that even its designers never imagined. From the jungles of Vietnam to the mountains of Afghanistan and the deserts of Iraq, the Hercules became the American military's most reliable workhorse. The story of the Hercules began in the early 1952 when the Korean War exposed the shortcomings of existing transport aircraft. The Air Force needed a plane that could carry heavy loads into short, rough airstrips and operate in combat conditions. Lockheed Aircraft responded with a radical design featuring high wings, rugged landing gear, and 4 powerful turboprop engines. When the first prototype flew in 1954, few believed it would still be in frontline service 7 decades later. Yet the C-130 proved adaptable, versatile, and nearly indestructible. In Vietnam, the Hercules quickly earned its reputation. It carried troops, weapons, fuel, and food into forward bases that were often under attack. When American fire bases in the Highlands came under siege, C-132nd flew through enemy fire to deliver ammunition and supplies. One of the most famous missions came during the siege of Khe Sanh in 1968. C-130 crews flew in daily under heavy anti-aircraft fire, often landing on damaged runways or dropping pallets by parachute. Without those resupply missions, the Marines might not have held the base. The Hercules also became a lifeline for wounded soldiers. Air evacuation missions allowed doctors and medics to stabilize patients aboard the aircraft while flying them to hospitals in safer areas. Many veterans credit the Hercules with saving their lives. Military historian John Prados later observed that the C-130-inch Vietnam was more than a machine of war. It was a guardian angel that never failed to arrive. The adaptability of the Hercules became clear when it was modified for special operations. The AC-130 gunship variant, bristling with cannons and sensors, proved devastating in nighttime operations against enemy convoys and strongholds. It could circle over a battlefield and pour accurate fire onto enemy positions while illuminating the ground for friendly troops. These gunships played a decisive role in Vietnam and continued to evolve for future conflicts, providing close air support in Grenada, Panama, Afghanistan, and Iraq. Another unusual mission for the Hercules was psychological warfare. Some aircraft were fitted with loudspeakers and broadcasting equipment to spread messages over enemy lines. Others were configured to drop flares, provide electronic warfare support, or even refuel helicopters in flight. Lockheed engineers often joke that if the Air Force ever asked for a flying battleship, the C-130 could be modified to do it. By the 1982nd, the Hercules was participating in nearly every American military action. During the 1983 invasion of Grenada, C-132nd dropped paratroopers of the 82nd Airborne Division and delivered equipment under fire. In 1989, during Operation Just Cause in Panama, they carried Rangers and paratroopers in one of the largest airborne operations since World War II. Veterans of those operations remember the roar of the Hercules engines as the signal that the assault was underway. One of the most daring missions came in 1976, known as Operation Eagle Claw, the attempted rescue of American hostages in Iran. Modified C-132nd were part of the complex plan, carrying troops and refueling helicopters deep inside hostile territory. Although the mission ended in tragedy due to mechanical failures and accidents, it demonstrated how central the Hercules had become to American special operations. The 1991 Gulf War again highlighted the aircraft's versatility. C-132nd ferried troops and supplies across the vast deserts of Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. They landed on improvised strips close to the front lines, ensuring that ground forces received constant resupply. AC-130 gunships flew deadly night missions, destroying convoys and command centers with pinpoint accuracy. Air Force General Charles Horner later noted that without the Hercules, coalition forces would have lacked the logistical lifeline that made the swift victory possible. In Somalia during the 1992nd, C-130 performed humanitarian missions, dropping food and medicine to starving civilians while also supporting American troops in dangerous conditions. The aircraft became a symbol of both American power and American compassion, showing that military airlift could serve humanity as well as strategy. After the attacks of the 11th of September 2001, the Hercules was again at the forefront. In Afghanistan, C-130 delivered special operations teams into remote valleys under cover of night. They carried ammunition, fuel, and supplies to forward operating bases that could only be reached by rough dirt strips. Gunship variants provided critical fire support for soldiers pinned down in mountain battles. Over Iraq, the aircraft proved equally vital, ferrying men and material across the theater and rescuing wounded troops from roadside bomb attacks. Perhaps most dramatically, the Hercules demonstrated its ability to adapt to modern threats. Crews reinforced the aircraft against small arms fire and surface-to-air missiles. New avionics and defensive systems kept it alive in the most hostile environments. Even after decades of service, the C-130 remained on the front lines of America's wars. The Hercules has also played a crucial role in humanitarian crises. In the aftermath of natural disasters from Hurricane Katrina in 2005 to the Haiti earthquake in 2010, C-130 carried relief supplies, evacuated victims, and provided command and control. Because it can operate from short and damaged runways, the aircraft often becomes the first responder when airports are crippled. Its ability to deliver aid as easily as ammunition has earned it respect around the world. Foreign militaries have also embraced the Hercules. More than 70 nations have flown it, making it one of the most widely used military aircraft in history. From Canada to Australia, from Israel to Japan, the Hercules has been a trusted ally, often flying side by side with American crews in joint operations. The longevity of the C-130 is remarkable. Most aircraft designed in the 1952nd are long retired, yet the Hercules continues to evolve. The newest model, the C-130 Joule Super Hercules, features more powerful engines, digital avionics, and increased payload capacity. It flies farther, faster, and more efficiently, yet retains the ruggedness that made the original famous. Lockheed Martin has stated that with proper upgrades, the Hercules could remain in service until 2070, making it a centennial aircraft. Experts often remark that the C-130 is not defined by its design alone, but by the missions it has performed. It has dropped bombs and leaflets, food and medicine, paratroopers and fuel. It has fought wars and saved lives, crossed oceans and deserts, and landed on ice, dirt, and sand. In every American war since Vietnam, it has been present, usually unnoticed, but always essential. Today, the Hercules continues to fly in combat zones, delivering supplies to allies in Ukraine, conducting counter-terrorism missions in Africa, and training with NATO partners across Europe. In the Pacific, it remains a vital link for moving forces across the vast distances of the ocean. With global tensions rising, the Hercules ensures that American power can be projected anywhere at any time. Its legacy is secure. Military historian Richard Hallion once described the C-130 as the aircraft that never stopped working. That description captures the essence of the Hercules. It has been everywhere, done everything, and continues to serve without pause. For pilots, crews, and soldiers alike, the sound of its engines is the sound of help arriving. The C-130 Hercules is more than an aircraft. It is a symbol of endurance, adaptability, and reliability. Few machines have had such an impact on modern warfare and global relief. From the most dangerous battlefields to the most desperate humanitarian crises, the Hercules has always been there. It is not glamorous, it does not draw headlines, but without it, American power and American compassion would be blind and immobile. For 70 years, the Hercules has proven that true strength lies not in speed or stealth, but in resilience. It has carried America's warriors to battle and carried them home again. It has fed the hungry, rescued the wounded, and fought in every American war. The Hercules is not just the workhorse of the Air Force. It is the workhorse of history itself.